Virginia, where we don't call these things hills.
These are mountains.
Yeah, these are called mountains, Jesse. Genuine, honest to God mountains.
This is the Lost River. Look over a great bridge.
As if this wasn't enough proof.
There's something behind us. Oh yeah, that's a good shot.
Welcome to the Lost River in, where are we? Waldinsville, West Virginia. And here's where they quite literally blew up the mountain.
Just off the top of the mountain.
No, it's fine. We're just blowing up a mountain just to build a road. It's fine. And I said I wouldn't film until I was out of your state. I meant it. Because I was wanting to film this. Oh, is that an eagle? I can't tell. Oh well. Now that is what you call a valley. A serious valley. I see. We're gonna cause a wreck due to just being so slow.
Nobody, here comes another car.
Yeah, imagine if that was the West Virginia State Patrol. Then we have an issue or two.
Oh, look at that.
In a quarter mile, continue onto US 48 West.
Let's just say here, the mountains are kind of obscured, and so is my camera view because of the rain. So I'm gonna just say you're gonna have to get used to the windshield wipers being in the shot occasionally, because that's what you're gonna have to deal with.
Continue for 27 miles.
Thank you. I think we will manage. Yes.
Come up here. We're going to have a good shot of a cloud hanging over the mountain.
Alright, I'm going to be doing that. Now we are currently in Baker, West Virginia. You know how you referenced Owens to Link, Jesse? Ellen and I are basically in his territory. Up here is usually where he would photograph a lot of the Norfolk and Western trains. Is Virginia and West Virginia. I think a few areas in between them, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I do want to revisit the museum in Roanoke, so when I'm able to, I will be happy to let you know. Yes. But you've got people rapidly coming up behind you. Yeah, and let's just say here, the mountains are pretty much obscured by the clouds. We're that high up.
We are truly in the clouds.
Yes, indeed.
Just go around us. We don't care. Probably should be right.
Look there.
Yeah. So we can get this. Yep. Oh, that's good. Yes.
That's not the sky, that's the clouds.
That's the clouds, right. No, that was great.
I hate it. You know, if it keeps being this pretty, then somebody's going to come in here and make a wall, put a wall up so you can't get distracted from driving.
No, they won't. This is a scenic route.
Well,
so that's what they're not going to do that.
Well, you never know.
That's why they hunted this in tourism.
Fair enough.
This is Robert Sieber, so this is the Appalachian Mountains. These are all part of the Appalachian Mountains.
And Jesse, I swear if you comment on this as them being hills, I'm going to lose my mind. Because look here, that's rocks. They're on the top of the mountain. I believe we're set, and that's going to get me copywritten.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. George McRae. Earth, Wind, and Fire after that. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know I was thinking about that.
Yeah. Long Lick Run. What an unfortunate name for a river.
Yes.
Or a creek, whatever they call a run up here. I'm guessing that's a creek or something, their term for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the Appalachian Mountains, and here's a good example of the clouds covering said mountains. Look ahead. Those are literally mountains ahead of us, and they are being obscured by all this cloud cover. And meanwhile, outside, the temperature is a nice 65 degrees, with rather obvious precipitation and humidity. A bit humidity, whatever it's called, I don't even.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
All I need is John Denver Country Roads and we'll be set. And zooming out. Welcome to the beauty that is West Virginia. And I think this is the first time I've actually properly filmed the drive up in a much more proper way. Because the first time it was so bad that there was, oh, you talk about cringe. That will do it. But yeah, you can. I love how when you're taught high enough up to see the clouds. He says is he can't get the dang camera to focus due to all the little raindrops falling on the head. No, more like falling on the windshield. Oh, hello. Yeah, take note. That's the road ahead of us. And it's obscured by all this cloud cover. We are no joke. I mean, I don't know how high up we are in altitude, but if it's high enough to where the clouds are obscuring the mountains, that should be enough of a hint. I mean, look at that. There is nothing there. It's literally a valley that's being covered by the clouds, along with all of the mountains alongside. We are quite literally driving into the clouds at this point. Oh, I think we already are. Oh, I'm already seeing mist. Do you have your high beams on? Well, I mean, we might need them on in a minute because this stuff is actually covering the road.
I've got my lights on.
All right. Oh boy. We are literally in the clouds right now, basically. And we only gonna get higher.
Now we're going down. Keep climbing. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's another good example. It's another good example of the mountains pretty much being obscured by the clouds as far as the very top of them. Hello. Oh, hello, buddy. How you doing? Hit it. How good he's playing. Oh, I have a good feeling about this. Let's see, and there is, well, nothing because I can't see anything.
That's right. Looks like we're going up into
careful. He's,
Not good.
well, he's got. You remember, you've got that tanker truck behind you.
Yeah, but he's way behind me. He hasn't even pulled up the mountain yet.
Speaking of mountains, look at
Wow. Look at that.
now.
That's good. Look at those clouds coming in.
I see him. I see him. Permission to roll down the window.
Yeah.
Somebody's starting
I
to.
was going to say that's a little low.
Hope that's hope that fire's in check. It's a shame if it got a bit out of hand. East Moonfields. I believe we're now in Moonfield, West Virginia. Yep, we're in Moonfield, West Virginia. Go figure. We're so far out. Ooh, scenic overlook.
Yeah, but it says on the left. So I don't know how you get to it.
Maybe you get off and then drive to it? I don't
You
know.
get those.
Yeah, I'm getting them. This must be a relatively new road, I think.
Well, we just never come up this way. So
Well, that is true.
this is new to us.
Here's another sign.
Yeah.
Old Route 53. Let's see. Ah, that must be it. Unless it's... yeah, that's a fire. Hopefully it's not it doesn't go into a wildfire. As if there hasn't been enough already in recent years. 6% grade. Raindrops are obscuring my vision to where I can't see a thing. Yeah, all I can say, Jesse, is I don't know of any mountains or hills in Connecticut that are high enough up to where you can literally see the clouds just rolling over them.
They may be there. We just didn't see them.
Maybe. But now at this point, I'm challenging him to prove me wrong. Because look at that. That's a valley down there. That's a straight up valley.
Yeah.
Get ready, boys. We're going down. And it's going to be glorious. He says as the little drops of rain obscure the view. Go figure.
Just a little lady said.
14 miles, you're turning left on the Patterson Creek Road, up the Patterson Creek Road. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Jesse, I'm going to just say one thing. You think this is high enough? I'm just trying to get it to where I can actually zoom in. I can't see a thing. It's like this camera's really good at focusing in on teeny tiny objects like little raindrops that are slowly building up.
I remember Miss Gail saying that. That her camera focus on raindrops.
It's not a bad thing, it's just it's the wrong time for it. Yes. It's like when you drive through West Virginia. This is what you get.
Yeah, I mean, it is a beautiful state. I was stunned the first time we came up here. It is beautiful. There's no doubt about it.
Well, it lives up to its name, wild and wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Because, I mean, look at that. That's ahead of us. Now I believe we are in a valley.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if those are mountains or clouds. You'd think they were clouds, but no, that's...
Those are mountains.
Yeah, the lower half, that's mountains. In case you didn't believe me, there's your proof. Lower half of those clouds are all trees. The upper half is clouds that are obscuring the mountains. So if you came up here when there was not a cloud in the sky, oh man. Yeah. Oh, I see. I also see that the road here is taking a left turn that does no longer exist.
Whoops.
Oh, we're passing over a rail line now. Whether or not it's former Norfolk and Western Territory, I really have no idea. Probably. Probably. So this is Moonfield, West Virginia. Part of it.
Okay, I'm going to turn on Patterson Creek Road.
Yes, because that's not for 11 miles.
Just checking.
Got a levee there. Here we are, climbing again.
The war is over.
Oh boy, I'm not showing that. I can't, even though I'm from the South, I'm not showing that because of obvious people get... Yeah, I mean, hey, every state's got their pride, but dang, I'm not showing that. And I'm from the South, born and raised. But, yeah. To the... Yeah, to you guys up north, look, didn't show that for a reason. So yeah, don't get butthurt over it. It's just a flag, nothing unusual. It's just a flag.
We're in West Virginia.
Yes. God. Yeah, here's a better example of what I was telling you. I've got it. I've got it.
Cows.
Cattle, yes. Meanwhile, the road is gone again.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. So this is a relatively new road.
Yeah, it must have been built within the last 10 years. Because it must not have existed in 2011. It's kind of like that one in Comer.
Yes.
This may have been built around that time or shortly there before it. Because with the bypass in Comer, it's cement. Dogwood Hollow, that's the first time I've seen that being used.
Dogwood, yeah.
Well, no, the hollow part. Hollow, holler, whatever they call it.
Hollow.
8.9 miles, we are turning right to Patterson Creek Road. Meanwhile, and you can tell it's a fairly new road because, like the one in Comer, hardly anybody knows its existence, and therefore it's got almost zero traffic. But off in the distance, those are mountains.
Yeah.
Not hills, mountains.
It's not ugly.
And again, on the GPS.
Climbing.
But on the GPS, it's gone.
We're nowhere.
On the GPS, this road does not exist.
Yeah,
Oh, I believe we have rock at the summit, don't you think?
I think it's qualified. Yeah. Yes, I believe it's qualified.
Sorry, Jesse, nothing personal, buddy. This is nothing personal at all.
I believe it's qualified.
It's like, especially when we're up 50,000. That looks like a coal vein right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it probably is, because remember,
Scenic overlook 1 mile.
that's what West Virginia believes is going to come back, and of course it's not. Your jobs are going to come back because it's not.
Is that a dam or is that a road?
It's a road.
Oh, look, it might be a dam.
No, it's a road. Well, it's a road on top of the wall. Wait a minute.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Ooh. And after that near-death experience,
No, it wasn't even close.
and on that bombshell, back to the studio. As they would say on Top Gear.
You want to see what the scenic overlook is?
Don't see why not. Kill some time.
Oh, we have to go across the highway. I'm not going to do that. I thought it was on our side.
Man, why are they always on the left?
Because that's where the mountains are.
Well, technically, I mean, there's hardly any traffic.
Yeah. I thought it was on the right.
Well, I mean, who needs scenic overlooks when we're out climbing again? Oh, this is that road. I saw. Oh, yeah. I'd say, yeah, we don't need a scenic overlook. The road is the overlook. No shining references here. We're seriously climbing now. I'm guessing this was built as a more direct link through the state, I'm guessing, because, I mean, the guardrails make it look old, but that's just probably how they have them painted.
Yeah, they're painted brown. They want them to blend in.
With the rust color. I see it. Oh, your side is prettier. It's like each way I turn this thing, it's pretty.
Yep.
It's like there's I don't know. I mean, Connecticut was beautiful in its own right, yes, but West Virginia is a breed all its own.
It is. I mean, it's entirely different from anywhere, even from the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. There's just something different about this.
I see it. Oh man, I mean, even this here is why I'm filming this in real time. A time lapse would not do this justice. It just simply wouldn't. I mean, look ahead. We're probably about to go right through a cloud.
That's right, we're going right through the clouds.
Oh, we are going through the cloud, Jim. Oh, they need to have a low-hanging cloud sign now, because we actually are. We're high enough up to where they're dropping down. We're pretty much at the cloud line.
We are. We're in the clouds.
Oh my God. Yeah, you might want to do that. No, it's fine. It's totally not a reference to Stephen King's book, The Mist. Actually, this is one heck of a reference.
We're in the clouds.
I don't know if there's a place higher up than this in Connecticut where you can see something like this. I'd slow down a bit though, because we do not know what's on the other end.
Okay, now I'm turning what?
3.6 miles, but I would slow way down because I can't see a thing. Now I can say we have driven above the clouds, but I would creep. I don't even know why they say put a 65 mile per hour speed limit in.
Because if it's not cloudy, you can see all the way.
Yes, but this time you can't. And I mean this, ooh.
got to get the cloud off the windshield.
It's like, keep rowing, you fools! Faster!
I got to get the clouds off the windshield.
Oh, yeah, we are now truly high enough to where we are in the cloud line. I mean, you cannot see anything save for what what little pocket you're driving through. Well, now, buddy, I wish you luck.
They live here.
Oh, here's a sign. Oh, that's for trucks, but yeah, so this has eliminated all these older roads that go through the mountains. This has literally cut them off. Foreman Road, that's probably no longer active, like that's been
Because I want to get out of these trucks way. Thank you. We got to turn left anyway, so.
right.
We're turning left, you said.
We're turning right.
Oh, you said left.
Well, you know how I am. You know how I am. And now here's another good example of us going back down into the cloud line, as you can see by the clouds rapidly approaching the ground level.
2 miles. Take the exit toward Patterson Creek Road, Upper Patterson Creek Road.
Yeah, I'm going to say you might want to slow down a little bit. But this is all new to me. Now, I guarantee... Oh, that would be pretty if there was nothing obscuring the view, but we may need to just back off a little bit and let this semi blow past us, because he's...
He can't blow. He can't go fast.
Well, he's going downhill.
Yes, but he can't control it. That's why I'm staying out of his way. Once we level out, I can move over. Patterson Creek Road, that's where we're going.
1.1 miles, but you got him on your tail, and he is closing.
Okay, he's going to move over. Yeah. Sorry.
I really don't know if the mountains up in Connecticut are tall enough to have something like this happen. That's why I'm filming this in real time and not like...
Take the exit toward Patterson Creek Road, Upper Patterson Creek Road.
And not like in a time lapse. Yeah, that... I do believe that might be coal.
Yeah, oh, I think so.
Yeah, that looks like the coal vein that they cut into. And now we're getting
Take the
in...
exit toward Patterson Creek Road, then turn right onto Patterson Creek Road.
And now, I believe it's going to get even prettier because we're going to be going into the backlands. Or backwoods, excuse me. Yeah, that is some very rich soil.
It is.
Turn right onto Patterson Creek Road, Upper Patterson Creek Road.
Here, let's see if there's a date on the bridge.
Continue on Patterson Creek Road for 7 miles.
Let me see, I believe... Let me see what this... Do they have a date?
Nope.
When did they stop putting dates on the bridge? That doesn't help.
Nope, no dates.
Dang. What? When did they stop doing that? So we're now in Maysville, West Virginia, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. That's their school right there, I believe. Yeah, that looks like their school.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of people up here, so I don't need a big school. All right, we're in Wamansville.
Yeah, and I've got the windshield wipers on high here because of the cloud cover and because of the rain that's coming from them. Of course, this gives me a good idea of what England would be like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this would be English weather, cold and down.
Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Well, I mean, the good news is the windshield is mostly clean.
Oh yeah, got the books on. Right, this is a Methodist church. That's Lansville Methodist Church.
And there's the cemetery.
There's a cemetery. Probably more people buried in the cemetery than there are living in the town.
which means the people who are buried there, I guess the only ones who are still living are probably the grandchildren or the children, one of the two.
How far does she say we are out?
6.2 before we turn left onto 42 South.
Okay.
We're still like an hour out though.
Okay. And she's got us hour and a half out. Okay.
Hour and 30 minutes
Yeah, that's good.
on your GPS.
Of course, she doesn't know where we are.
Yeah, well that's what happens.
She's having a technical problem.
That's what happens when your GPS is 10 years out of date. When you use maps that are over 10 years old that are so out of date that you practically just drive off into oblivion.
I do need to get a new atlas because that one is.
Oh yeah, that one is out of date, isn't it? Well, no wonder Jesse got lost looking at it. It's out of date.
Well, the roads aren't current. The cities and towns are in the right place.
Well, of course, but the roads are not up to date anymore.
Yeah.
Because they've either been changed, closed, or rebuilt.
Yeah, so I do need to go to Barnes and Noble and buy new.
If they even still make them. Because
Yeah.
it's an interesting design. Of course, up here, I'd imagine the snow is even deeper than what they get in Connecticut. I think.
Well, I don't know if it's deeper, but they have a lot. I can't even say they have a lot more. Because I don't know that much about snow.
Might be that they have about an equal amount. Oh, hello.
Well, they don't have their roofs pitched as steep as they have in Connecticut. Now, that is one thing. If you look at the houses, the majority of these houses do not have those steep pitched roofs.
Yes. Oh, look off here. Well, does he have a chance? Oh, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yes, that's right. Not back on right, this is a Civil War trail.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I mean, technically, we are in Civil War territory as well. There would have been a lot of fighting up here, or people moving, or troops moving back and forth.
Troops moving back and forth. I'm not up on my Civil War history for West Virginia.
It was a good bit of fighting. Heck, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few areas where fighting took place that no one even knows about anymore. Like, I'm sure there's battlefields left behind somewhere, or camps.
Once upon a time, they were all marked. They knew exactly where they were.
Oh, yes.
Might have missed a skirmish here and there. There was a skirmish on Barber Creek in Athens. It's the only Civil War battle. It wasn't a battle, it was a skirmish in Clark County. And I don't know why the Union soldiers were even there.
I don't know, maybe they got off, well,
They got lost, I don't know.
that or maybe it was deserters.
There was nowhere, and there was no reason for them to be there.
Unless, well, spies.
Sherman wasn't, but could be.
Maybe spies.
But Sherman was not coming.
Well, I know he wasn't coming to Athens. That wasn't his primary.
Lexington. That wasn't his route.
That wasn't his, those weren't his targets. Those were, Atlanta was.
Yeah.
Atlanta had everything.
Atlanta to Savannah.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you never know, though. If he had more men, he probably would have wiped Georgia clean. He probably would have burned every town and from the top of the state all the way down.
They were trying to tear up the railroad.
But that's what I mean. He could have, if he had more men, he probably would have torn up every railroad and burned every town along every single one's route, including Athens. He probably would have burned Athens to the ground if he wanted to. And I guarantee you he would have. I'm sure there was a lot of railroads that, had they have hit, it would have crippled the Confederacy more. Atlanta, though, that was a big hit.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Atlanta, if he had hit Dalton, that would have took a big blow. If he had hit Augusta, major blow, because, back then, there was also the river. The river would have also been a key transport system back then, too. I mean, it makes you wonder how differently it could have been had he hit more than Atlanta. He could have, or if he did that operation earlier. Had that have been done earlier, ooh, all I can say is, well, Georgia would probably look a lot different. Because there wouldn't have been much left.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Am I seeing a BP station in the middle of nowhere? Let's see if I'm right. Right there. Oh, don't go off the road. Let's see, I guarantee you it's probably closed. Because I don't know how they'd get a tanker truck up here.
Very careful.
Or they just use smaller ones, like the ones where the tank is attached to the bed of the truck. Pretty old church. Look at that.
Yes.
Oh, that's the new church. That's the old one right there.
Yep. Mount Carmel.
Oh, well, it says there's a BP up here. I don't see one. That's a ghost station, apparently, unless it was just like a random gas pump in the ground. And that was it. .9 miles, you'll be turning right. But yeah, this is what Ellen and I meant when I was talking about Cass. You have got, I mean, you really have to want to find this place in order to get to it. It's
right.
not.
You can't get there from here.
Oh Lord, you can't get to it from the interstate. There is no interstate linking it.
You can't get there. It's not an easy place to find.
All I can say though is that once you do find it, oh man, even if you're not a rail fan, it's easy to fall in love with it. Now, where are we now? Let's see. Maysville, West Virginia, and there's their gas station. That's their one gas station right there. 55, not today. I believe we're in a valley in the top of the mountains.
Valley.
Now, I mean, this right here is a good example of where there would have probably been guys fighting right through here. Of course, I don't see anything. Unless what they mean by a Civil War trail is it means that the road was built on the path that the soldiers took.
That would be exactly what it means.
Depending on whether or not it was Confederate or Union, I don't know. It was probably one of the two or both. Who knows? I can't even read up a lot on the Civil War anyway. Because of everything that's going on.
Turn left onto West Virginia 42 South.
42 South. There it is, Junction 42. Junction 42. Let's see, there's an old bridge. Probably one from the 40s, maybe. 30s or 40s.
Turn left onto West Virginia 42 South.
Spruce Knob. Welcome to Spruce Knob, eh?
Going to the ski area. Okay, anything coming?
Not on my way.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Of course, right after I said it, a car showed up.
Continue on West Virginia 42 South for 4 miles.
Seneca Rocks. So we are now in the mountain valley because, I mean, we're still high up. We're still in the cloud line. If we were further down, you wouldn't see this.
That's exactly right.
I mean, even on a day like this, it's pretty.
Yep, it is.
I mean, all I can do is imagine what it would probably be like in winter, because you wouldn't even be able to go anywhere. You'd have to stay cooped up.
Well, they go skiing. How the hell they get up here, I don't know. But they go skiing.
Chained tires. Chained tires or snow skis.
Or dog sled.
I don't know. I don't know. Alaska maybe, depending on if people still prefer to use that method. But I'm thinking snowmobiles. That's what they would probably use if they had them.
Look here, look here, look here.
Yeah, I can't see it because of the freaking mist or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but we're in the clouds still. We're still pretty high.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do that. Alright, we may have to pick up speed regardless. We've got a line.
It's 55.
Yes, well, we have a line forming behind us.
Too bad. Speed limit's 55. They got a yellow light.
All the way because there's no...
They can't pass.
You okay?
Yep.
Alright. What do we have here? Another overlook. I can't tell.
Not the highway.
Oh.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you. Must have sucked in something through the air conditioner. Okay, now they can go. No, they can't.
1.6, we're turning right on cutoff lane.
Okay, you're sure it's right.
It's pointing towards me.
That's right. That is correct. Cut off lane.
Yes. Rather interesting name, is it not? It's like wastes my camera space on just the rest of the drive-in. No, I'm kidding. This might actually have enough room for probably the rest of the drive-in, I would think. A lot of surplus army vehicles up here. I just noticed that.
This is where the militia hides.
Oh God, don't please. I'm gonna get so many, rear hurt people in the comments of this video, I swear. Oh my gosh. All I can
Lord,
say.
we're coming into civilization. There's a McDonald's.
Dang it! Well, it's Petersburg, West Virginia. I wouldn't be all that surprised. Also, we're rapidly approaching our turning point. Oh, is a greenhouse? Is that a greenhouse? That looks almost like a greenhouse.
I'm not sure what it is.
It might be a greenhouse. DOH. Highway Department, maybe? Yeah, that's what that is. That's to keep the roads clear. That's the salt storage.
Mile, turn right onto cutoff lane.
And it's one of those where you have to go up and then yeet in, basically. It's like, oh, now the road's going tipsy on us. Okay, that's totally fine. Oh, no, this is fine. They just repaved. It's totally fine. Oh, by the way, I believe at the light. Yes, at the light. We're turning...
Take the next right onto cutoff lane. Then turn right onto West Virginia 28 South.
Not here.
West Virginia 28 South.
Turn right onto West Virginia 28 South, West Virginia 55 West.
Okay, then. I thought it was at the light. Old store, still in use. One of the few.
Continue on West Virginia 28 South for 32 miles.
We can do that. I believe you're in the middle of the road here.
I think you're right.
You think?
The dots were confusing me.
They haven't even painted. They never got to paint them.
That's why they haven't gotten up here and paint them.
Oh, there's an airport though. There you go, Jesse. Got an airport for you. That's probably depending on where we're at, that's probably a grass landing strip.
Well, they have to dodge the cows.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, here's another pretty valley area. Oh, there's an old school bus. Looks like school's out forever up here. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of old motels too that are still in use, which is nice.
we come around here, you may be able to see this house. I don't have anybody on my phone.
Don't be so sure. Somebody could easily go flying down this hill behind us.
See.
Now, what house are you talking about?
You may not be able to see it. No, okay.
See, look at that. Tons of old Army vehicles. Of course, then again, I think the other reason people may have them is because that's the only stuff that has enough power to get through snow.
That's a good point.
Because, well, I mean, they'd have to have that kind of power because they're overseas. They'd probably be in areas where the terrain has got a similar consistency.
That's a good point. I'll give you that.
You might want to, yeah, there we go. A lot of mailboxes. Huh. Is that the American Legion? Amen to that. Oh, look here.
Yeah.
Petersburg.
West Virginia.
We must be in some kind of park area or something.
Oh, yeah, it's in there. Let's see what this says. It's maybe it's national. Let's see. This is the Monongahela National Forest.
Monongahela. All right, well, that explains that then. I wouldn't turn those off yet because Murphy's Law is going to be, it starts right back up again. Got about an hour, 10 minutes left, or 27 minutes left for the cemetery. Another valley. It's fine. I'm still filming. A lot of old cars. One of them from the same area that Lake was probably photographing stuff in, I'm sure. Oh yeah, so we're still in the cloud line, and we're just getting higher.
We may be coming in from the Durban side.
Oh, that's right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's it. We may be coming in that way. Because when I looked on the map, it seems like I did see Durban. So we may be coming in on the Durban side.
That'd give me a chance to see how much that railroad's changed. I know Cass and Durban, I know they made a good bit of progress relinking the tracks, or connecting the tracks back up. They're still not fully connected, but from what I could tell, they're fairly close. To some extent. Here we go again. It's like, you know, it gets to a certain point where, you know, when you get up to a certain height, there's really no point in saying hills. You're pretty much up to a point where you're having to say mountains. Because I think we are definitely deep in the mountains at this point.
Because these are the Appalachians. They're the oldest mountains.
So therefore they're the tallest, apart from the Himalayas.
No, they're not the tallest, but they're old. The way you can tell that they're old is they're worn down. The Rocky Mountains, the Himalayas, those are younger mountain ranges. But the Appalachians have been here a long time.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but the other reason I'm trying to film this is because this is a view I may never see again. Because, I mean, it takes a good bit to get up here.
Yes, it does.
I don't even know if I'd be able to come back up here solo. So, I'm just trying to do a better job than what I did before. That's why I'm doing a new recording now. Oh, there's our post office. Seems normal. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Smoke.
Smells like barbecue was being cooked or something.
Honeymoon and family.
So is that like a family-run resort or something?
Yeah. No, it means it's a good place for to bring your family or to take your honeymoon. There's nothing up here.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have any, must be some type of honeymoon, because you wouldn't have anybody up here to interrupt you.
That's exactly right. You want peace and quiet.
Or,
Seclusion.
yeah, seclusion to do whatever you, want to do. You got the chance to do it. Without anybody coming in and bugging you.
That's right. That's why you have cabins.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say we're still in the cloud line, seeing as, oh, I don't know, the mountains are being covered by them at this point. They're practically shrouded. Well, save for like what? How many feet up is that? 100 or so feet? 200?
I have no idea.
Entering National Recreation Area. Okay, then. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're on the top of the mountains. It's totally fine. Nothing unusual here.
Crazy coop.
Crazy coop. Well then. Okay then.
So this area is called Smoke Hole, and you know why? It's because of the clouds.
Not for whatever they're smoking up here, I'm sure.
It has to do with the clouds.
Oh, buddy. Oh, he must have hit something. He must have hit a tree. Yeah, where there's the river.
There's a stream. Yeah, now this looks like northeast Georgia.
Yes.
The highlands.
Yeah. No, that says river access. God, I tell you though, I guarantee you when it floods, they got to do a lot of work to make sure this stuff doesn't get washed out. Because, I mean, there were some floods that I've seen video of in the 80s that were really bad. Some so bad that they actually flooded Roanoke a good bit.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. I stopped at like page 203 in the book. If you guys are curious what book I'm talking about, well, it's that one there. So there y'all go. You're into ships or into the investigation part of it and all, then I'd recommend it. Especially if you know what the Oceanos is. But anyways, back to this. Wow. Oh, wow, look at that. Look back. Okay, all I can say to those guys, absolute respect. I don't know how anybody could drive a semi up this, because you'd practically have to have some kind of special training in order to drive on mountain roads up this high.
If you grew up here, you know how to do it.
Which, of course, I don't. And, of course, I don't know how to do it because I don't know how to drive a semi-truck. So there you go.
If you grew up here, you'd be familiar with the roads. And I'm not sure that there's any reason a semi needs to be up here.
Unless there's, like, absolutely no other way of getting stuff up
But
here.
they can put it in smaller trucks. They just have to use more trucks.
Yes.
So, but I can't think of any reason there would be a semi up here.
Yes.
This poor man behind me is having a stroke.
Well, we're going, like, I think 2 or 3 miles below the speed limit.
Yes, and he is.
So I don't think there'd be a problem. It'd be better.
Right, he can pass me now. Go now. You've got a big ass truck. Look at that street.
I don't think you'd want to risk it. Oh, nope. He's going to
Nope.
try for it.
Oh, he's been riding that yellow line all along. But he knows he can go past me because he can go faster than I'm obviously not going to go any faster than 50.
I don't know, unless he don't want to risk this.
Right.
Or he's waiting for this.
That's his straightaway. Okay.
Don't mind the caravan behind us, it's totally normal. Dolly's
Sods.
Sods?
Sods, S-O-D-S.
I don't get it.
I don't know either.
More another example of clouds absolutely burying the mountains up top. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. If the weather's like this on the train tomorrow, up to Bald Knob, we won't be able to see anything. That's just
well, tomorrow the sun's supposed to be shining. Now,
supposed to.
That's what the weather said. But
what weather app?
Well,
Oh boy. Oh, what do we have here? Cabins, West Virginia. How appropriate of a name. Cabins, West Virginia. How many cabins do you want? That's funny. I'm sorry. That right there was funny.
now we're climbing again.
Yes, I can tell. God, there's so much to see. Alright, time to put these back into overdrive again. Well, yep, I'd say your windshield is now clean. What do we have here? Falling rock. Wonderful.
Okay, he's backed off.
With good reason,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he would. This is probably why he isn't going to pass. All this, you'd have to slow down regardless. There's no point in trying.
I surprised him. He thought I was going to ride my brakes all the way down that mountain, and I didn't. Because I've learned to drive in the mountains.
Yeah, you grew up in Tacoma, so I wouldn't be all that surprised.
All right, buddy.
You want your chance?
You got it. Come on.
Try and get your
Come on.
blinker.
There, come on. There he
Slow
goes.
down, slow down.
Hey,
You've got two people
two
trying to
of them
pass him.
going. Yeah, go.
Slow down, slow down. One of them may not make it.
Oh, I'm going to slow down so he can make it. There you go. They're happy now. They were screaming and cussing, and I understand that. But remember, I'm up here spending money, so
Yeah, you're
let's
paying
not
the.
bitch too much.
This video is now R-rated.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. I've said worse. Remember?
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't get mad. Hey, don't get upset. Don't get upset. I've said worse. I mean, Jesse and I both have. Okay, so I'm just saying that looks like an old church.
I think it's just a reconstruction for a cabin.
Oh yeah, that's true. But that makes sense. It is Cabins, West Virginia, after all. Hunter accent. Oh, great. Okay, so are we now back in actual rain, or?
No, I think those are bugs.
No, I believe that might be
Yeah, that's
rain.
right. It's too cold for bugs. It's 64 degrees.
Yes. I'm pointing the camera up so you can see this, how much of the mountains are still visible here. Although you can't see it, there's a river down here. Oh, jeez. You're going 62, by the way.
Yeah, I'll slow down at the top.
On top of what? The mountain?
Here.
Oh. And then you're going to probably pick up speed again, are you? Where are we now? There's the river. And there's Ellaby. And we are now surrounded by mountains on all sides. Riverside Church, that's an appropriate name.
So what does she have me doing shortly?
Turning right onto West Virginia 28 South in 19 miles.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I pretty much tried to sleep for the remainder of the drive, but that didn't work. So,
You took a power nap.
yeah, power nap, whatever you want to call it. But I'm glad I'm awake, because then I wouldn't have been able to film the drive in. So that's what matters here. We're about 59 minutes out, depending on the which GPS you use. Now in a little valley. May come out into Durban. If that's the case, then I might want to stop for a second or two. And again, more of the mountains obscured by the clouds. I mean, you can literally look at the mountains and see the cloud line. It's almost like somebody took a knife and cut off the top of the mountain. It's like they gave the mountain a bit of a haircut. Just take a little bit off the top. Just not much. It's just like totally not the entire top of the mountains. And now you can see we are in a valley where the mountain is on this side and there's mountains on that side. And now I need to put the wipers into high gear because now it is legitimately raining.
Yeah. The clouds and that's raining. When we were up in the clouds, we were above the rain.
Yeah, we were just at the mist. Oh, look at the rock formations. God, this is so pretty. Oh man, I hate that I'm gonna miss this. It's like our itinerary when it comes to Cass is basically this. We go whenever we feel the need to. Or whenever we're even able to, basically.
Anytime we cross the Mason-Dixon line, we try to figure out some way to go to Cass.
Yes. I guarantee you, if you were to hike out here, you'd find waterfalls.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, look at that, look at that. Now that is a genuine mountain. That's no hill. That sucker's got rock as the summit. It's not got a rock on it. It's got rock as the summit. That is a genuine mountain.
That's great.
That actually looks like a canyon almost.
It does. Look at that.
Probably is.
Wow.
Now that right there, that little store would be a great overlook to see that. I mean, God, that's gorgeous. God, that's so gorgeous. Well, if there was a better way to come into Cass, this is it.
It's just different.
Well, yes, but it's very different. And it's far better than what you see in the first bit of video that I did. By a long shot. I mean, this here is the genuine... I mean, this is the best way to see West Virginia, really, is to drive in.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't see this on the road coming from Charlotte. All you have is really that pretty view.
And Droop Mountain.
Yeah, and Droop Mountain. Yeah, Droop Mountain. Oh,
And the church that the truck with.
I don't even think that's still standing now that I think about it.
Oh, there's a semi.
Just blow through, buddy. You know this way more than we do.
Get to the top of the Green Cooler.
I don't know. I don't think I can.
Okay, I want some records.
Wilton?
Yeah.
I was going to say we could try and find a spot to pull off, but I don't see anywhere.
This is the North Buck Primary Care Center. Pull off right here.
Well, that works.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've got a little weather station right there. There you go, Jesse.
Helicopter. They also got a helipad.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In front of us.
Medical helipad.
Right, let's see what we got here.
think the green cooler is buried. Got the drinks.
Oh, okay.
Here, I've got them. Oh, your phone kind of fell here.
Okay.
You said the top? Let's see if I can even get in there without busting creamer open. Yeah, you know what? Let me just solve that problem now. Hopefully they don't taste like coffee creamer.
Right, and then unzip the one where the ice is.
The ice.
The one that takes it.
Oh, crud.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
No, I need to fix it so I actually have It's not flooded, if that's what you're wondering.
No, I want to stick the creamer in that part. It's kind of on the top. I want to put it in the middle.
Well, it is slowly flooding.
That's good.
Now, all I'm going to say is if these break open, don't get upset.
No, that's fine.
Probably will. Oh, well, since this is here, I might as well walk around. Stretch my legs. So get a few photos. I think that would help for both of us. All right. Yeah, for some reason, from us riding for so long, this whole side of my leg here on this side is hurting. But, yeah. I mean, I'm doing this drive recording more or less so I have a memory of West Virginia, my last time up here. I'm also doing it for, you know, y'all, and for a friend of mine who lives back up north. So, yeah. And the battery's dying, so I'll have to probably let this be about as far as we go. But yeah, Jesse, all this and all that it will come while I'm here, all this is for you, to give you an idea of what Cass is like. So, yeah, that's it for now. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss this place so much. Because I was hoping by the time we would come back, the rail line would have been reconnected to Durban. But it looks like only part of it has. They haven't fully reconnected. That might take another 2 or 3 years at best, depending on what they tell me, if I'm able to talk to the guys on the train. Now we are in another valley. You got mountains on the right, mountains on the left.
We're below the cloud.
Yeah, so we're below the clouds, hence the rain. We are now below the cloud line. We were up in it, and in the course of this whole video series, we have now gone down and back down below it. Oh, I know. Of course, then again, there is a lot of cattle up here, so they'd have a lot of fertilizer.
Yes.
Have a good bit of fertilizer. Okay, where are we at now? Let's see. Seneca Rocks, West Virginia. That must have been it back up there, unless
No,
that's.
that was Smoke Hole. This is Seneca Rock.
Well, where's the rock at then?
That may have been what that was. That rock cliff may be Seneca Rock. We'll have to
Maybe.
look that up.
Maybe. Oh. an old bulldozer. Seneca Caverns.
Won't be doing that.
I probably would, but hey, you could do it like well, technically, you know, now you wouldn't have to go in with me. I just realized that. You could just wait you could just sit in the gift shop and read. While I just go and explore the underground.
Yes. Well, if you got me to Ruby Falls, that was the last underground I intended to do. And it was working, but I won't be doing that anymore.
Well, I mean, what you could probably do instead, if we did it again, is have me go in.
That's right.
And you could just chill out and relax.
I really tell you, I did not. I thought we were going to go down, and there was going to be the falls, and I didn't know we were going to be climbing through the cavern.
Walking, we walked through.
Yeah. I had no idea that was going to happen.
And that was what, almost 10 years ago now?
Yeah.
54 minutes away. Be careful, because I'm seeing where there might have been rock slides. But
Yeah.
huh. Is that like a water treatment thing, or is that some kind of... I don't know.
Well, no, but it's certainly fenced in, so it's something.
Might be a natural gas thing. Look there.
Oh, look at that.
Another genuine mountain.
Wow.
That reminds me of what you would see in Utah. Only difference is there's no greenery. There's the old school there. Right there. Town's old elementary school, whatever it was.
Seneca Walks.
So those must have been it.
Ooh. Ooh. Let us slow down here.
Might be a flood or a wreck or something. Hold on, is he coming towards us? Oh no, what happened?
I'm not sure. All right, what are we doing here? Grits and glory? What are we doing here? Now come on. Thank you. I will as soon as this guy gets out of my way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
What do you think happened?
I'm not sure. Might be we will be stopping.
Well, don't
I
stop.
have to stop. There's a stop sign. Okay.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yes, I have to stop. There is a stop sign.
Yeah, we're in Seneca Rocks, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Those must be it over there, but just beyond the tree line. That must be Seneca Rock. Right up there. Road's getting a little bit tipsy again. In another valley. Oh. Oh.
Bring bank. Okay. So that's where we start the climb. It's in Bring Bank. We're going about 41 miles.
1 hour, 5 minutes, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going off of the 2 GPSs we have running at this time. So we're going back into the cloud line, or very close to it.
Yeah.
9.5 miles. What are you doing?
I was trying to see what
Civil War camp?
I couldn't tell. Well, I wonder where people bought gas.
That's the locals run station too.
Rent these houses.
Rent them? What do you mean?
Instead of like renting a house at the beach, they rent a house in the mountains.
I'm sorry, but not even North Georgia's mountains can come anywhere close to this.
That's right. That's what they do, is they rent houses in the mountains. In essence, that's what we're doing. We're renting a house.
Oh, the only difference is ours is a mill house.
Yes.
You know, I hate it. A lot of that town has still been torn down since we were there last. I know the first time we went up there, there were still some buildings standing alongside the tracks. Then when they, the next time we came back, they had since come in and torn them down. So I guess they're just having to go and pick and choose what stays and what goes. I mean, I guess they've just more or less decided to save, you know, the most recognizable stuff, you know, the mill houses, the store. But anything else, I mean, it could be a case of where it's just a good bit of what's there is simply too far gone to be saved by now. Like, I know there was 2 or 3 set houses, larger houses, that they were trying to restore that were in bad shape when we were there, I think the first or second time. I don't know if they've restored them since then. All we can do is look.
That's a Roman church.
Pretty barn right there. Looks almost like a cotton barn or something.
Yeah.
Not a cotton
Like
barn.
tobacco.
Tobacco barn.
It's not tobacco.
It's some kind. It's a something barn.
Yeah.
Germany Valley Limestone Road. Okay, how crazy can you get? How crazy can you get? Yeah, I forget. How long did you say we were staying in Roanoke for?
Maybe get there in the mid-afternoon, staying all the next day, leaving the next morning. All we're doing is breaking up the trip in Roanoke. Like we broke up the trip in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
So that's all we're doing.
Close to Roanoke, that'll give me a chance to redo a lot of what I messed up on over there. Because when you know what the film footage is like from when we went to Roanoke the first time, it's horrible.
Well, we've improved dramatically.
I know, that's why I'm glad we're going back. That's one place I can say with certainty that I will mark off and mark off right. It's just a matter of being able to have enough time to see everything and film everything. And photograph everything depending on the time.
It's like 6 hours from Roanoke back to Athens. So once we get to Charlotte, that's like being home. So it's not a bad drive at all from Charlotte back to Athens.
Yes.
So we don't have to leave Roanoke early.
Oh, they had some serious storms up here a few days ago, or whenever this mess rolled in.
The road go.
Just go slow, just go slow. Just go slow. Yeah, I think 42 would be a good speed. Yeah, 45 miles an hour. I think 40 will be good, don't you think?
That's about where I am.
Yes, 41. Yeah, that'd do it. On the plus side, we have this pretty little stream. Oh, God. Oh. 44 minutes. This thing will hold out just long enough. It'll catch it just as we come in. But I doubt it. Here, do you need me to get those? Here, just let me get them. I don't want you to wreck. Not here. Going up to Riverton. Here. That's the old general store, I bet.
Yep.
Either an old general or company store. And another old store. Another pretty valley. More rocks. 35 miles an hour on the curve.
Otherwise, we'll go flying into the trees.
Which would not be good.
Alright. We're here for dinner.
What?
We're here for dinner. Here we come, right through the dining room.
Meep meep. Honey, I'm home. What the hell happened to the house?
We'll take hours to go.
Just drives right. Just proceeds to drive through the entire house, out the back and out into the field.
You set out dinner. Good.
Oh, thank you. Bye. Oh, God. I swear. I think you give Jesse a run for his money with your humor. I'm telling you. God, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there is nothing else that compares to this. And we're literally skirting up the side of a mountain right now. This really is no hill. This is a mountain we're skirting up the side of. We're pretty much climbing up the side of the valley right now.
What does she have me do?
1.3 miles, turning right on West Virginia 28 South. But you've got like cars behind you, so I don't know how well that'll work. That's interesting. Just a giant dead tree.
Gateway Family Restaurant's open. Who knew?
We could have stopped there.
I was going to say, who knew?
Would you have stopped if we had known?
Oh, yeah. We just didn't know, never know. I knew the other way we came in, there wasn't anything.
Well, I mean, do you want to turn
No, we've got all these groceries.
Fair enough.
Remember, we have not seen a grocery store.
Unless there's the little convenience stores up here meant to service both.
No. And in Green Bank, there was a Dollar General store, a gas station.
Now, Dollar General, they do have some
groceries, they do, but not enough to supply you for 3 days.
Or a week.
Or if you want to eat real meals for dinner, yeah. They do have good garlic bread, though, I will say that. I stopped by them one day coming back from their dad's and to pick up some
In a
garlic.
quarter mile, turn right to stay
Might
on
wanna
West
slow
Virginia
down.
28 South.
Oh, 0.3. You may want to slow down quickly because it's going to be right across the river. 28 South.
We're going to Green
Oh,
Bank.
so Green Bank.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think Durban, yes?
Take the next right to stay on West Virginia 28 South.
West Virginia, wild and wonderful. Oh, that truly fits this description.
Continue on West Virginia 28 South for 24 miles.
Now we're turning left on West Virginia 28 South.
So we may not get all the way to Green Bank.
Yes. Yeah, but the river's pretty.
There's clouds over there.
I see them. I mean, the only thing that shows you this better is Skyline Drive, where you can literally look out and see watch the clouds
Yeah.
come over the mountains. There's overlooks almost every 2 to 3 miles up that road. In fact, I mean, the only way you'd be able to cover that is if you stayed in Virginia for a week and just made that be your only route through. Because I think that said that road went through more than just Virginia, did it?
No, it stays in Virginia.
Ah.
I shouldn't know the valley. It may stand outside Virginia, but the park is in Virginia.
Ah. Oh, I hope my camera battery makes it, because we're so close. We are absolutely so close. Okay, this one is saying 58 minutes. This is saying 39 minutes. That's almost a 30-minute difference.
Both of us have us turning at 22 miles, turning left at 22 miles.
Yes. Now the clouds are absolutely obscuring the mountains. This may be taking us down one of the roads that actually crosses the railroad and then comes into Cass. That just occurred to me.
Could be.
Because I know there's a few roads that come in from the behind the houses. Now we've got a stoplight town, Circleville. It's like having to pull a circle jerk in Circleville.
Right. Circleville.
Oh, pretty old bridge. Look at here.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. No, sir. Now this is the perfect definition of an old mountain town right here.
It is.
I guarantee you the population is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I mean, this is more or less a road tour of West Virginia at this point.
Ooh, a gas station.
You're gonna turn in?
No, I don't think so here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want us to run out of gas.
No, we're not. No, we're above half a tank. I just was so surprised to see a gas station.
I swear. There's still two left.
Okay, because I don't want any more. I just needed something.
There's where a slider came down.
There's another one.
Yeah. Of course, they've cleared that. So evidently, it's just the soil that when it gets soggy, it just all gives way.
Yep.
Slides down the mountain. Oh, we had to get gum for when we rode the train. We never got gum.
Oh, maybe they'll have some.
Maybe.
No, because we're not riding till tomorrow at 2:30 or 2 o'clock. So you'll have time to go down to that little gift shop and see what they have. Because you know they had that, what you call it, little soda fountain here.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
See, it doesn't bother me. I'll just
Yeah,
take my
wine-
money and I'll be
yeah.
fine.
I'm gonna be very, very surprised if anybody remembers me up there.
Yeah, I think it probably been too long.
I don't know.
Buddy.
I don't know. There may be one or two people.
Remind me tomorrow you need to take some ibuprofen and in your ears won't bother.
Yeah. We might need to take it with us and take it halfway up the mountain on the train.
My purse. Got it in my purse.
Yeah.
In fact, you probably need to take it before the train leaves because it takes about 30 minutes for it to get into your system.
Yeah, but I don't know how long it would last after
Oh, it
that.
lasts about 4 hours.
Fair enough. We need an umbrella. We definitely need an
Well,
umbrella.
this is supposed to be gone.
Well, you never know.
Oh, I'll
Because
take
remember,
it.
even if it's sunny on the bottom part of the mountain, up on the top, it could change.
Well, that's while you're taking your backpack.
Very funny.
So we put our coats and the umbrella.
Might want to slow down a bit. This goes rated for 40. It's like, don't want to crash into the,
We come for dessert.
Oh my God.
We got dinner back there, now we've come for dessert.
We're just coming for the southern cooking, it's fine.
Now this is not southern, this is mountain. That's
Well, we're coming for the mountain cooking, whichever.
Yeah. It's right on Mars.
Oh, yes. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not as funny as that one where they had the toilet suspended on a pole and labeling it junk mail. That was actually pretty funny. Where was that? Was that in South Carolina?
Yes. Tasteless but fun.
Oh, I don't know. I think we both hollered. I know we both hollered when we saw it.
It was tasteless.
I don't know what you mean by tasteless.
It means that it wasn't classy,
It was funny though.
but it was fun.
That was a bit of original sense of humor. 34 minutes, come on. Hold out. Please. Old service station. Dairy bar, so that's like a little ice cream shop. It's like when in doubt, when in West Virginia, always point your camera up.
Yeah. Like when you're touring castles or old homes, always look up. You will see the ceilings.
What? You know something I need to get? Alright, so we're back. I've swapped cameras, hence why this looks a lot different, because I filmed until the battery died on the power shot. Now I'm using the Rebel. First time I've done any filming with it in almost a year or two, give or take. Oh, shoot.
Just taking my hand out of the middle of that.
You think? Scared the dickens out of me. Not very big.
Not very deep. Everything's relative.
Well, you know I'm devoted when I swap cameras just to continue a drive video.
Yep.
And this is not going to be changed to a time lapse. This is going to be real time. From wherever I started filming up until we stop and arrive at Cass. We've got about 30 minutes before we arrive, give or take. We have two GPSs running, so there's about a 10-minute difference between them.
Both of them haven't turned in 14 times. So.
Yeah, 14. getting there now, about 29 minutes away. It's like the roads we're on are so deep in the woods now that it's like we're the only other car. There's like not another.
We know how Daniel Boone felt.
Yes. We are literally the only ones out here. All I can say to Jesse is if he was trying to call us, and he's honestly out of luck because we have dropped off the radar for a while.
Well, that's what I put on my note to everybody that gave the itinerary. If you need us, send us an email.
Or just wait until Roanoke. You'll hear from us then.
Yeah.
That or Baltimore 1.
Pocahontas County. Alrighty. That's where we are. Cass is in Pocahontas County.
27 minutes away.
Arlington.
Oh yeah, that's right, Marlington.
Arlington. Just got me Arlington County. Green Bay. Of course it's here. Pocahontas County. Before we were going to Roanoke. This time we were going to Baltimore, so.
See that stick dangling down?
I did. I certainly did.
Wouldn't want to be the semi who hits that.
Tarzan. Woo, crunch.
Oh! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh, God. I'm sure Jesse would have thought of something worse. I'm just saying. Either that or funnier. One of the two. Just slams into the tree, just leaves an outline in the bark or something. Oh my gosh. About 25 minutes.
Valley.
Yeah, so we may be coming in through Durban like you're saying.
Yeah, maybe that.
Oh, there's a brown sign. Let's see.
Peanut butter is an amazing thing. I don't like peanut peanut butter except in malt crackers when I'm traveling. It would never occur to me to eat peanut butter and crackers any other time.
Ah! There's some straggler who's found his way behind us.
That's it.
Maybe it's that one who tried passing us earlier. Ha ha ha!
If it is, he's saying unkind things about us.
And he'll have to learn to deal with it.
Well, he can pass now if he wants to.
You're going nearly 60. You might want to slow down. Yeah, especially right here. I can't tell if that's... Oh yeah, that looks like it's flooded a little bit. Or well, I thought it was. Oh, some rocks.
A small rock slide.
Don't say it because I don't want us to get caught in an issue. Okay, it's slow down here. I don't know if that's standing water. It looks like it's flooded, but it ain't. You have your own saying for that. I have mine. "23 minutes out." Sawdust, so they had to cut up trees recently. Trees that fell in the road.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of trees. "2 minutes, getting close. We are getting close."
Alright, if you want to pass, now's the time, buddy.
I don't think he'd take his chances not up here.
Look, he lives here.
He could be from out of state like we are. Man, they must have had some serious weather.
Maybe flowers, not sawdust.
I don't know. I don't... Well, you know, you could be right. It could be flowers. But I just saw that in certain spots.
Yeah, I was like you. It looked like, the first one did look like sawdust. I don't think there's any question about that.
21 minutes. We're going to be turning right, left in 5 miles. Excuse me. Almost said right, but it's left.
Up here in 2017. Because 2016 we went to Alaska 2017, we went to Niagara Falls.
Well, I swear we went back earlier because I remember bringing that old camera with me.
Oh yeah, no, we were up here way before then.
Yeah, I think around 2015.
Probably could have been 2015. I don't think you were 15. I think you were even younger than that.
Maybe.
Might have been 20.
It was either 2014 or 2015.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, that camera lasted a long time.
And you had your flip phone.
Yeah, so that was before Alaska.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
or just before it.
Yeah, no, it was before Alaska.
Yeah, because I had that camera from, I think, that Sony one from 2012 up until early 2015. When it was, because I literally took that thing everywhere. I wore it out.
Because the first time we came, you might have been 12 getting ready to turn 13. Because the first time we came, I would not let you go anywhere by yourself. And then that last day, you had your flip phone, and I let you walk down to the station. And then when we were here, it must have been
2017
with this gale. That's when you got to wander around. Yeah, so that would have been, yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah.
So you would have been 16, turning 17 in November.
Oh, they've got a little log flume down there. It's not log flume, they've got just a trough or something, or water trough, letting water down. 2.7 miles, you're going to be turning left. 2.6. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not here.
Yes. Cass Scenic Railway, straight ahead. Here it is.
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's right.
2.3.
Yeah, here we go.
Remember, they had a little monument outside. 2.2, it's going to be on the left. Elkins.
Cass Scenic Railroad, 18 miles.
Now, why is it making us turn left at 2.1?
Because that gets us up the mountain to go up there.
Oh, that's right, yes. Yes, of course. I don't know if they're running the same number of trains. So.
Running 2 to Whitaker, one at noon, one at 2:30, and then running one to Baldwin alternate days.
So they're running 3 trains on various days.
Well, I think they're running the Whitaker same train twice. I got somebody coming around me. I have enjoyed this as much as I possibly can.
It's like, I've had enough of this! No, I'm just kidding. Turning left in 0.9 miles, 17 minutes out. You see how blue that water was right there? Oh, they're getting some flooding, I can tell.
Look how low.
You gonna think?
Okay, 46 miles.
0.5.
Okay, these stop signs.
West Virginia 28, going left. Major intersection.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Virginia 28 South, West Virginia 92 South.
Did you hear it?
Yep.
Are you going to turn your blank on so this guy knows what we're doing?
Take the next left onto West Virginia 28 South, West Virginia 92 South.
So we're going to be going to Green Bank. We'll have to go through it. Not at my way.
Okay. Now we start.
Continue on West Virginia 28 South for 12 miles.
I don't think we're going to get all the way to Green Bank.
Fair enough.
There we are. Okay, 12. Marlington, 38 miles. There is no G in Marlington. 8 miles to Green Bank. Then it's okay. So we are coming in from the other side.
Yes.
Because Marlington's behind. Okay.
I'd give the bus drivers up here points.
Yeah.
Trying to get kids who live up here to school, because
But again, they're not like kids.
oh, I know, but still, the fact that they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't. They got my respect. I wouldn't be able to drive this. Oh, yeah, that sucker fell. 6.1 miles. figured right around dusk or whenever it got to that point here. Gotta be careful because it looks like this is suckers. I'd say this thing is eroding off the side of the mountain.
Yes, looks sort of like driving in Highlands.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
They've had a lot of rain up here.
Which means I'd be careful because you never know, the road could give out at some point. You know, when we drove up to the mountain, when we drove up to Bryson City that one time, remember the road had completely collapsed on one side going in.
Yeah.
Slid right down the mountain.
There it was, then it was gone.
We're now in Arborville, West Virginia. That's a nice little place. Another gas station.
It's what, the third one we've seen. You can tell they do a lot of business. They have 2 pumps. 1 pump on each side.
Gotta keep people going somehow.
Yeah.
So they're logging up here too. Funny how that works. Oh, it's so dark now that it's switched to night mode.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, the light sensor must have gotten... There it goes. That's what it is.
Yeah, I've got, in order to have my headlights on, I have to put it on headlights because auto control mode.
Well, for some reason it's turning it to night on the GPS. That must trigger it.
Yeah.
When you turn your headlights on. About 11 minutes out. It's 66 degrees. I'll take that over 96 any day of the week. I'm honestly hoping all this weather goes straight to Connecticut and pours. Because they need the rain up there. They really do.
30 degrees cooler than it was yesterday.
Yes.
Part of that's because we're on high, which is why they say bring a coat when you go to a ball game.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I'm just saying, people go, we just like that first time we went. I thought, what are you talking about? We don't need a coat. Man,
Halfway up the mountain.
the second time we
Yeah, I think the guys up there on the train were secretly saying, "We told y'all so.
That's right.
We told you so. We told you so."
He said we can tell the people who've been before because they brought their coats and their blankets.
Well, they'll know us and they'll know me because I've got my hat
Yep.
and I've got the coat. I think I was wearing. Yeah, I was wearing that green army coat before when we were here in 2017. So, I mean, unless that gives them a clue, I don't know what else will.
Yep. I've got my socks. Wear with my glittery shoes. Got my coat. That has a hood with my Georgia Bulldog scarf. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Even in the rain, this looks pretty. I mean, look at that. Look at all those mountains.
Yeah.
And again,
It's a
these right here are hills. Those are mountains. I'm just saying, you should, I mean, all I can say, Jesse, is if you ever come to West Virginia, just don't call the mountains hills in front of everybody.
West Virginia.
Because they might throw a fit.
Nice little
Yes. So shame we're going past it. 9 minutes away. I'd say we're about to turn in like a mile. We're turning left in a mile. 9.3 miles. I'm so excited. Yeah, because last time we were there too, they were putting up a little granite monument. I remember that. And they were also doing work on houses. So I'm going to be very curious to see what they've done. Oh, there's another old general store. Yeah, we're going to be... Huh. It's saying we're going to turn up here, but on the GPS it's saying to keep going for another 3.9 miles and turn right. But here it's wanting us to turn left. What should we do?
We're going to car.
Okay. I'm just worried the way she's taking. Hang on. There's a 10-minute difference. She's going 13 minutes. This thing is going 8.
If there's been a change for the road, and that's what we're going to car.
Well,
Okay, so what am I doing?
on here it's telling you to turn right in 3.3 miles, and it's synced up because of what we just did, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, Green Bank. Here we are.
I think I'm going to cause them problems with the radio telescope. Sorry guys, nothing personal. Yeah, that's right. They have a radio telescope up here, a massive one. God, I remember that.
That's what Miss Dale and I had to drag you to because you really didn't care about going.
Very funny. We're in
High water.
Oh great, that means one of two things. Either the road is flooded.
Was flooded.
No, that could mean for the remainder of the stretch in. So I'd be careful.
Okay.
Pretty church.
Yep.
.6, yeah, they've synced up. So now we're going to turn it in on the right. Pretty school there.
Yep.
I think that's the school, isn't it?
Green Bank Elevators.
And there in the distance is the radio observatory. Or radio telescope, or whatever they call it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the top of the massive antenna. I mean, the antenna kind of just sticks up out of the mountain. I think I can see it without much difficulty. And I need to stretch my legs when I get out of here. So far it's taken 4 recordings on this camera and I think 5 or 6 on the other. Old Main Street, unless that's meant to be a tourist trap. 1.9. Only 6 minutes out. And now everything's starting to become familiar again. Another gas station ahead.
Right, so that means
I'm listening.
we leave Monday that we can across from the Dollar General store. Okay, that's all I need to know. That way we can fill up before we leave Green Bay. That's all I needed to know. Okay. That was good. Thank you very much.
1.4 miles. 20 to turn on West Virginia 66. That's the third Route 66 we've been on. We can now say we've been on like 3 different Route 66s. West Virginia's, Connecticut's, And the one out west, wherever we were at the Round Barn.
Oklahoma.
Yes. The original Route 66. God, if we ever flew back, that's something we just need to do, is just drive that road all the way. You know it? Whatever is still accessible. 0.8. Turning right.
So much for the rain being gone by 6 o'clock.
I think they're rather more or less red. Oh, snowshoe cast. Hey, slow down. I think I see where we're turning in. Soon.
Yes,
In a
right.
quarter mile, turn right onto West Virginia 66 West.
The road to Cass. Oh, it's so good to be back.
Yeah.
Look.
See, when we came the other way, we came in from Marlin.
Take the next right onto West Virginia 66 West.
Yeah.
Oh! What the hell?
Continue on West Virginia 66 West for 5 miles.
I think we can handle that. Cast 5. Oh my God. Though I will say, this is the first time we've come through in a downpour.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. It's like, I think the amount of time between each visit was equal. Like when we, the first trip, then the second trip, and then the third, this trip.
About equal. Yeah, I think
So
it was 3 years between the first and the second.
Yeah, so it's about 3 years for each,
Yeah.
give or take. And now we're pretty much where the clouds are dropping down,
Yeah.
and it's slowly climbing too. It's 67 degrees, so it's about the temperature that my house constantly stays at. So that's comfortable.
Yes, 4 miles.
Plus, the video will also serve as a way to let Jesse and his parents know, if they ever came here, which is doubtful, but if they ever did, it also gives them an idea as to which road they should take, because it's the prettiest drive in. Oh, now stuff is getting familiar. Oh, this is great. I remember this road because I remember there was a teeny tiny one off to the left, and the GPS said turn left. Not gonna do that, no. Oh, I just realized, I'd imagine the river going through Cass will be up.
There's our river, yeah.
I hope they don't have any flooding like last time. When I say last time, I mean like 30 to 40 years ago last time. Okay, we may. Alright, I think these are people trying to get out of Dodge.
I think they're getting on board.
Probably. Probably. Hale Road, there it is. But it goes off to the right, so now I remember.
I've forgotten about that where she said turn left or right. I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I've forgotten.
Old store there. It's amazing you see the old stores and they have the old, I guess, propane tank alongside or something? Propane or natural gas?
Yeah, propane.
It's like, we need more propane. Oh, man.
That's because we know natural here and nor enough energy for total electric. It would be just too expensive, so they have enough propane tanks.
They need a culvert right there. Or they did. That was an older one where it had it off to the side of the building. Oh man. I mean, the drive-in is really what gets, you know, your suspense up, because, you know, it's just, it's almost like the perfect reveal, so to speak. So much so that I don't believe I need to keep this GPS going any further, do I?
No, we turn her off. We know where we are now.
Yes. Oh man. Watch it. Don't. Well, I don't want you hitting the rocks. Yeah, we might just need to creep down to like 15 through here. Totally nothing unusual. Oh yeah, there's the road right there. How about no?
No. I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah, they need to put a culvert in right there, because that's where the road's subsiding due to the flooding. Oh. Well, that's changed. I think that was still covered, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, that was all. That all had ground over
This
it.
is a new road. They changed all this.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. They made it
Easier to navigate.
Yeah, they did. They widened it.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before it was.
Very narrow.
Yeah, but there's a lot of flooding.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can see where water's crossing the road and running off the side. That could undermine the roadway, which is an issue.
Yeah. That was a very narrow curve.
Well, they've changed it now. Oh yeah, you can see all the water running downhill right now. It's going to go, and I can tell you, it's going one place. Greenbrier River. Straight to Cass. Speaking of which, I do believe we have arrived. Oh Lord, yes. Jesse, my friend. Yes, Jesse. Welcome to Cass, West Virginia.
I love it. Last stop for beer, because you can't take it with you.
Oh, look.
Ooh, yeah.
I think somebody has a campfire. Yeah, I was right about the river being up. Look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah, and they've restored a lot of their equipment since we were here. I see the depot's been repainted too. I think once we get everything settled, I may want to just go and walk around down here.
Let's get up here. Ooh.
Oh, slow down, slow down.
Yeah. It's a little deep here.
Okay, I need to call post 10 and get a rake. Like stat. They need to put a drainage culvert in. Yeah, there was stores and all right there that they came in and tore down.
Yeah, the barber shop is still there.
Well, I figured the barber shop is still there, but
Okay. And let's got to find the hospice. Let's see if we can find it.
I think that was it right there, wasn't it?
Let's see. We're supposed to have a board out with the key.
Well, I think that was the office there. They had stuff delivered.
Yeah, hold on.
And you know what's funny? These wood sidewalks, this is exactly why they were built. So you didn't get your feet wet going to work every day.
Okay, we need to find out where the office is.
Oh, low down.
We're good. We're gonna, here's the fire department.
Oh,
Yeah, because it looks like they have moved the office.
whoa, buddy. He's going to have a hard time getting through here.
Okay, let's go down here and turn around.
And to think, this is just some of the buildings. A good number have been torn down since they turned it into like a museum.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's the parks I was referring to.
All right, now let's go back and see. Hand me